Yo, this Moree, and I'm here with Golden Interviews.
God level genius.
What's up, Gold Team? It's your boy Benny Gold. Back with another Golden Interview. I got Moree with me. First thing first, man, drop your social media. They know where to follow you.
It's 5_ Moree on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. So, man, we here today to talk about your upcoming album. What's the name of your album?
Something to Remember.
Something to Remember. You got a release date for it?
Yes, it came out on the 6th.
It already
last
out.
Friday,
Okay.
On all platforms.
All platforms. Man, so my first question is, was this your first album you ever dropped as a project?
Yes.
How long you been rapping?
I started when I was 15, and nobody knew about it, So then, as I got older, I was like a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I started telling people about it, see what they think about it, And then that's when I actually started putting out singles.
Okay.
I was just graduating high school, and I was getting serious about it. So that was like last year.
Okay.
Like last year.
So from 15 to how old are you now?
22.
22. Okay, so we looking about 6-7 years of rapping. What is it about like rapping that kind of like? Cause I know like you probably would just start off with writing that first.
Yeah.
What made you take that next step to where you was like, all right, let me go ahead and start putting it on record?
Man, just realizing it can really affect stuff. Like, I didn't notice what music could do until I actually started listening to it and just got deeper into it and saw how it affect other people, what I mean? And I feel like I can really make a change with the stuff I be talking about and how I touch on topics nobody else talk about.
I got you. So, with that, okay, I'm gonna ask you, first, like, what's some of those topics that people could really expect to hear when they turn on one of your songs or, your album?
Relationship topics, love, the government a little bit, college, just struggles everybody go through that people don't talk about. And, I just want to emphasize on it in my own way.
I got you. So some of the things that, everybody kind of go through but don't really bring up.
Exactly.
I got you. What some of your inspirations, though, like who you growing up listening to or still listening to right now?
I'm not gonna say the obvious, the J. Cole and the Kendrick, but I say Mick Jenkins, Freddie Gibbs, just the vibey stuff. Drake. That's the obvious though.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Andre 3000,
For sure.
Nas.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up Andre 3000 because that's just, I don't know if you kind of look like him or whatever, but even when I seen you perform at Offbeat, it was around this time last year.
It was.
Yeah, it was like around this time last year. Like that was one of the quick like observations I made that like he clearly inspired by Andre 3000. But also with the people, just about almost everybody you named is like really in their own lane when it comes to music, especially.
Exactly.
So. Would you say that's definitely what you trying to do? You're not really in it for the hype or the attention, but just really to be in your own lane?
Not at all, man. I really just want to create my own style, and hopefully I can inspire people by doing that.
I got you. So, break down the album for me, man. How many tracks and stuff like that on there?
All right, it's 10 tracks with a skit in between, and I got a lot of like samples and stuff just to liven it up, just to connect everything. But it's 10 tracks in all.
All right. You got a favorite track or two? I don't know. You probably don't want to single out one, but if you was like, if I only had maybe 5 minutes and I could listen to 2 songs, like what 2 songs would you be like?
I say the intro, which is November 17th, and Temptation.
Temptation. Okay.
The intro because I'm introducing myself as a person and as an artist.
Right.
And so, you can understand who I am before you actually get into the music, and it just tell how I got into rapping and all that. And Temptation because it's different. It's like a story with actual characters in it. And it's like it all end up to basically temptation. Like we can't resist temptation.
For sure.
For
sure. Was it any one specific mood or vibe that you wanted like the whole album to really just give off from top to bottom, or were you kind of just letting the music speak for itself?
It was real versatile, and I did that because I wanted to attract all generations. Like I got a track on there called "Remember Me." That's like more of a hype track, but it's still talking about something to remember. It's all around the topic, you know what I'm saying? Even the cover is like when I look at the cover, it'll bring me back to the mind state I was in when I was creating the album.
Right.
And it's like it'd be something for me to remember. Like no matter if it was a great project, bad project, or whatever, I always remember it because it was my first one.
Okay. So, like you said, right out of high school is when you made your first song?
Yeah, I made it, but I didn't drop it. I didn't really start dropping music till last year.
Okay. So you only really just been looking at dropping music for about a year, and then you said, okay, I'm going to come out with the project. Did you do that kind of on purpose to kind of see like, well, I'm going to drop a song or two here to see how people react to it? Then
Exactly.
You said, I'm going to do the album?
Yeah, I dropped like 6 singles, and they was like remixes and just me flowing really. And then that's when I was like, all right, people like it, and they want more, so I'm gonna just put a project together.
Okay. Would you bring it up like more? Of course, your name. A lot of people may call you More, at first, but it's actually Moree. So I wanted to ask you real quick if you could break down the name, because I'm pretty sure somebody probably done asked you 100 times.
Yeah. Okay, so my first name is Jamori. And it's just Moree.
Okay.
That's just
like
my
so
real
it's like
nickname.
the simple thing. You grew up, that's what they always called you.
Yep. And I ain't wanna. I was thinking of a name at first, and then I was having trouble, and I'm like, I don't know nobody who just used their real name, so I'm just,
For sure.
It's like when my family called me and everything. I'm just Moree.
I got you. So it's really not even that deep of a thing.
It's just like my nickname.
And so it was the most natural thing for you to go to.
Exactly, and plus I don't know too many people who just like use their name. Like that.
Not very, very rare. Back to the album, like I said, it came out September 6th on all platforms. Something to remember. What's your goals for it? Like, what's some things that you looking at for this album needs to do that can prepare you to the future?
Well, I'm really just learning from it. I want to gain fans from it. I want to get into performing with it. Just getting into the habits of everything and just really studying myself just to get better with music. Period.
So this kind of, you looking at it to be your first experience, your first taste as being an artist.
Yeah, exactly.
I got you. So, is there anything that you? Well, I know it's kind of it's only been a few days, but is there anything that you've kind of picked up on real quick, like since it's dropped?
Yeah. It's lengthy, so I know with this generation the attention span is short.
Sure.
It probably won't be as long from now on.
I got you.
But at the same time, it's like a story, so I feel like
stories take time.
Yeah, it'll make them interested once they halfway through it and be like, maybe I will go ahead and finish it.
For sure.
So it's like, yeah.
You got anything like? Are you already looking ahead to something like okay, well, I just dropped the album in September. My next one should maybe come out in March or April. Are you even thinking like that right now?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm not gonna say a date, so nobody will be expecting it. Right now, I'm just focused on visuals and performances.
I got you. Any visuals that you like you already picked out? Because I know you, like you said, the intro and what was it, Remember Me? Temptation. And Temptation was like two of your favorite songs on there. Like those are the same visuals you want to do as well?
Yes. Those are gonna be first for sure.
Any other ones that you thinking, I gotta put a visual to, or you kind of gonna wait a little bit?
I'm not gonna say right now. I know, but just in case stuff don't go as planned.
Right. For sure. All right, so I kind of asked you earlier about like how you really got into music and things like that. Would you say that like since you started doing music, was there any like a time when you was like I might not want to do this, or did you kind of struggle with it?
Yeah, it was a time like maybe I want to do something else, and then the more I was doing it, it was like you're not gonna be perfect the first time you try it. It just take practice. And the more I do it, it's like I can't stop.
Right.
Because it comes to a point where it's like, okay, this may be my purpose.
For sure. So, well, in those times that you were kind of down there, what were you kind of thinking? Like,
it was just, it's a lot that come with it that people don't talk about. Everybody just see an artist and they like, oh, they got it made just because they got money, but little do people know the money don't start coming until you actually get out there, start just going on tour,
start actually being successful.
And people have to actually buy the album for you to make anything too. So it's like you know, they don't buy CDs no more. Everybody streaming free.
Digital.
So it's, you know, you gotta find other ways, other things to dip into to make money.
Yeah, because you got to do millions and millions of streams
Yeah,
to touch some real money. Okay, well, yeah, speaking on some of them things, like, you know, the behind the scenes stuff, you know, like, it's an expensive game to get into. So, y'all think about doing music out there, definitely do your research on how much it really takes. Because as a rapper, I've been around a lot of artists be in the hole for a long time. And a lot of them never get out the hole, so they just stop rapping. But it's good that you on the path to, you know, continue on with doing it. Yeah, man, kind of take me back to like what you kind of grew up like. What was things like, you know, a little bit of your backstory. You know, was you into sports, stuff like that?
Yeah, at first I was gonna play football. I talk about that on the intro too. I thought I was gonna be a football player. So
For sure.
from the beginning, I thought I was gonna be doing something big.
Right.
But you know, I wanted to go pro at first, and then I got to high school, started playing. It was like, it's not for me because it take too much of my time, and yeah. It wasn't for me, but other than that, music just came along. Like I said, like towards my senior year, I started getting serious about it. You know.
So you got like a plan as far as like what you kind of see yourself doing? Like, well, I kind of want to re-ask that. Like, as far as like your goals go, is like, do you have like some milestone moments that you kind of been thinking about? Like, okay, I got to do this. I got to reach this point.
Really, man, I just want to be a successful artist. I just want to reach people, you know. Not necessarily as far as like, I don't want to get a certain amount of money, a certain amount of Grammys or nothing. I just want people to feel the music. I just want to, you know, like I said, the music affect people in many ways. And, you know, just being on stage and connected with the fans, that's what I'm really going towards.
Okay, so you looking at it more for just to, you know, appreciate the art form than to really have like that career
material
out of it.
Exactly.
And the material things coming out of it. But, you know, the recognition and stuff like that comes with it. But, you know, even based off how you are, like, you very, you know, gonna stay in your lane, and what comes with it for you. Definitely, I could definitely tell that. Is there anything that people don't know about you that you feel like they should know? Like,
well, I'm an introvert, you know, so it's like me doing this album, it's like it's gonna explain all that. It's not, you know, it's not easy just coming out, you know, trying to network and find people to, you know.
For
So
sure.
it's like that's another thing about being an artist, you know. People just like, oh, he just making the music and this and that. It's a lot that come behind it, you know.
We're gonna kind of go back to like your rap style, something like, could you, what would you really describe yourself? Like, if you could describe yourself in a few words, like, what's some things that
As
you
an
think,
artist?
as an artist, that you really think people should know about Moree?
I would say I'm creative. Like, you know, I'm always trying to find different ways to go about the song, more than just rapping it and just having a single topic. I wanna make it as creative and different as possible. People call me a lyricist, but I don't really like to just quote unquote call myself that. You
A
know?
lyricist, yeah.
Because it's like that turns some people away.
That's
and
true.
It's more than just, you know, I'm not just a lyricist.
Just being bar heavy all the time.
Yeah.
Cause even when people try to label somebody as a lyricist, the moment you don't be bar heavy on the song, they're gonna try to, you know,
Label you as something else.
they just gonna try to
put you in a
kill you.
category.
They're gonna be like, yeah, he ain't no lyricist. Why would y'all say he a lyricist?
That's why I say the best way to describe me is like just in my own lane, because the album is so versatile. It's something on there for everyone.
Something to Remember just dropped on all platforms. It was Moree, man. We about to wrap up this golden interview, man. Anything, like some last words you want to let the people know, man?
Just stay tuned, because a lot more coming on the way.
For sure, for sure. All right, man. That was Moree. It's been your boy Benny Gold. Go get that Something to Remember. I'm out. Peace.